Hey guys, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be making a weekly routine video. I'm going to show what I do weekly on my account. So let's get started. The first thing I'll do when I log into Genshin is craft my condensed resin. Of course, in Mondstadt. And then I'll claim the rewards in the book because I never do the commissions. And then I'll go and claim the daily rewards from the commissions and also the resources. My crystal fly trap was also ready, so I went and collected the crystals. And I recommend using it if you're new because you get a lot of crystal core and then you don't have to go and collect them because that can be really annoying. I always try and collect the coins from the Serenity pot every 2 days so that I don't let it sit the whole week. And I'll also buy something. Today I bought Mora, but I will usually buy the purple condensed resin as you can see on the screen, but I already bought it this week, so I bought Mora because I'm always broke. Today was Saturday, so I decided to do talent domain farming since I'm farming for Veressa. But when I'm editing this video, I'm realizing that she's in phase 2 and I thought she was in phase 1. So that's why I'm already farming for her. And Durin and Venti is in the first phase. And I'm like really upset because now I pre-farmed so early for her to be in the second phase. And I was so ready. I was so ready to wish for her and build her, but she's in like a month or like basically like 20 days. When I was done farming the talent books, I went and crafted some more because I wanted to get all the gold ones first, and then I want to get all the blue ones, and then lastly I'll get the brown ones. So here I am crafting the blue ones to craft some yellow ones. For Veressa, you also need these fangs that are dropped from the Natlan Saurians, so I went and farmed those, but I had a lot and I still farmed them because I was scared that I wasn't gonna have enough. So even though I had a ton, I think I had enough already, so I just farmed them in case. When I was done farming the fangs, I decided to farm for the Skyward Atlas because that's the weapon I'm planning on putting on Barissa, since I'm not gonna pull for her weapon because I don't have enough primogems. So I'll just use Skyward Atlas, and I think it's the second best. This is like so off topic, but this weekend I'm going to meet my friend in uni and I am so excited. She's in uni in another city, and we are 4 people in our friend group. Like if you include me, we're 4 people, and but only 2 of us are gonna go and visit her because our other friend couldn't go. But I am so excited, and like we're gonna take the train there and we're gonna eat food on the train, like me and my friend, and I'm like so excited. And the train ride, like the ride there, is like 2 hours. Usually it takes 3 hours, but we're gonna take like a fast train, so it's only gonna take 2 hours, and I'm so excited. We're gonna watch Five Nights at Freddy's, the first movie. Okay, so on the train, I'm done farming. My other friend, she's gonna watch it by herself, and then we're gonna watch the second one at the cinema, and I'm so excited. I hate but yeah, back to Genshin shooters. I don't know, I just think they're so boring, and they like usually don't drop anything. I decided not to farm those because I was too lazy. I decided to do the weekly reputation since it was Friday and I hadn't done them yet. I'm currently working on the Fontaine reputations and trying to get that to level 10. I hate fighting the Mirror Maiden because she always teleports away when I ult and dodges it somehow. This fight took a bit longer because she was teleporting away all the time. And my team is not that good also because it took a bit long to kill. It could have gone faster. For example, my Zhongli, his weapon and his artifacts are not fully leveled. I think my Fischl also doesn't have her artifacts fully leveled, or they are not perfected. This made me realize I need to work a bit more on my characters. Luckily, I did not have to change my team for each boss. I could use the same team, which I was really happy about because it's annoying to have to change team. But today I could use the same team for all three, which was really nice. When I was done with the reputation bosses and quests, I decided to do the current event since I have been procrastinating doing it. I've been lazy and I just decided to do everything now and finish it so I can get all the primogems. I found this part of the event to be a bit harder. I couldn't get all the scores like fully, but I got enough to get the primogems, which was the only thing I cared about. But I did not manage to get the other scores or the other rewards that you could get.
Use of force authorized.
I was not happy with the score I got, so I redid it and tried again. On this one, I got a really bad score. As you can see, I got 720 points. And I think I just gave up on that one because it was really hard and I did not have energy to redo it because I did not like this challenge. I did not like this part of the event. I crafted the rest of my condensed resin after work. The first condensed resin I crafted was in the morning and I couldn't craft it all, so I crafted the rest after work. I did Verissa's talent domain. For Monday, I decided to farm Veresa's talents again since it is unlimited right now. And I also forgot that it was Monday, so the weekly bosses reset. I always forget to check, or I always forget. So I always claim my condensed resin instantly when I join the game. And I realized that afterwards, you can see me discovering the weekly bosses. So I did one round of it. I also collected
And I
my
chose to
realm
do
in
Veresa's
pot. I try
weekly
to do that
boss,
every
and
other
I
day.
always do it with other players.
And
I
logged
luckily
back
I
in
got
after
one.
finishing
I also got
work
one
to
for
use
Escoffier
the rest of
in the
my
future when I'm
resin
gonna
and
wish for her.
finish all the weekly bosses. So I decided to do the chess game, but I started with the chess one for Skirk because I want to get her in the future and she's gonna have a rerun soon. I've seen video about Skirk and Escoffier having a rerun at the same time, but just different faces, and I hope not because I really want to get Columbina because Columbina is before that, and after that Skirk is supposed to be in the first phase and then Escoffier in the second one, and I hope not they're together. After Escoffier and Skirk, Sitlali and Durin was supposed to have a rerun. I don't know if it's like completely, I don't know if it is confirmed, probably not. And I want to get Durin, and I want to get freaking Sitlali, and also Mavika in the first phase, because it was first Mavika in the first phase and then Sitlali and Durin in the second one. And I hope Sitlali and Durin are not together, but I'm not sure, to be honest, and it's not confirmed probably, so, but I hope not they're together. On Tuesday, I did the last weekly boss of the week, and I did the Narwhal one because I want to level up my Milani's talents because I want to build her in the future. So I'm farming for that. I was lucky and I managed to get two lightless masses, and then after that I crafted condensed resin with the resin I had left, and I had to do one commission to get my daily reward, so I did the easiest one, which was fighting enemies. I just used my friendship team so that I could get the XP, the friendship XP, when I finished it. So of course, with my condensed resin, I use it to farm for Veresa's talent, materials. And after that, I realized that the Spiral Abyss had reset it, so I did that. I took a quick look at the bosses. I managed to clear floor 10 pretty easily. I killed all the bosses within the time limit. Floor 11 went pretty smooth as well. I hate the ones where you have to defend the thing. I don't know what it's called, but I hate the one when you have to defend the thing from losing HP. This Spiral Abyss was quite hard because you had to... Most of the bosses were from Natlan, but then towards the end, the bosses... There were not cry bosses, and I couldn't manage to do floor, I think it was floor 11 or floor 12, the first chamber in floor 12. So I just rage quit it, and it was pretty hard because you needed to have not cry characters. As you can see, for the first bosses were Natlan, and then the other ones were not cry. This was the boss that I was talking about in Chamber 1, Floor 12. It was a crab and you had to have Dendro and Hydro or something, and I tried multiple times to trigger the flowers so that they would attack the crab, but it didn't work. I don't know what I did wrong, and I just gave up because I was not going to get through that floor or that chamber. After doing the Spiral Abyss, I went fishing. I wanted to refine the catch weapon for my Raiden Shogun. So here's a little fishing montage of me catching fish. After catching all the fish in Liyue, I went to do the ones in Fontaine for the pipe weapon for my Farina, and I managed to refine it to refinement level 5 after fishing like crazy for weeks. Later that day, I crafted more condensed resin and I kept farming for Varus's talent materials. And then I also went and crafted all the gold talent materials so that I knew how many I needed more. So for Monday, I decided to do the weekly bosses right away because I am kind of having fun doing them. And I started with Veresa's boss, and then after that I did the chess one for Skirk. And lastly, I did the narwhal for my Mualani, but also for my Farina. But I'm kind of having fun doing the weekly bosses now. Before, I hated doing them. But as you get better and you get better characters, it is more fun to do them. Because it's not fun when you die all the time, because that happens on my alt. I can't do the weekly bosses on my alt account because I keep dying and I can't even do the level 71, so I hate doing it on my alt account, but I love doing it on my main. I've also noticed that on my alt account, whenever I want to do co-op, because I never do the weekly bosses alone because it's more fun to do co-op, no one is online whenever I want to co-op the weekly bosses or any domain, so I have no one to help me, and the waiting time is always 30 minutes or more. For Thursday, I finally did something else. I farmed for her weapon that I'm going to use for her. So I'm going to use the Skyward Atlas since I'm not going to be pulling for her weapon because I have other characters that I need my primogems for, so I don't want to waste all my primogems on a weapon banner and not end up getting it. First, as you can see, I'm doing the domain, but I forgot to craft condensed resin, so I had to leave and go and craft that. After using all my condensed resin, I went to check what materials, if there were any materials that I needed to farm. And I leveled up the weapon to 80. And then I realized I needed to farm the branches or whatever they are called from the Abyss Mage. So I went and did that. As usual, when I log in, I craft condensed resin, claim my commissions, I claim my daily rewards, and then I do the talent domain for Veressa. I bought the transient resin from the Serenity pot and I was supposed to use it, but I accidentally used fragile resin. So I made 2 condensed resin and I use the transient resin to farm Mora or XP books. It depends. I'm always broke, so I need to farm Mora. After using all my condensed resin, I went fishing for the refinement for the catch weapon. When I was done fishing, I did my bounties and requests for the reputation. I hated doing this request because I needed to give her the barrel conscious. I need it for a Escoffier in the future when I'm pulling and wishing for it. The last day of this video was supposed to be Thursday, but I missed one day. So Friday is gonna be the last day of this video and I was farming the weapon talent material for the Skyward Atlas and I finally ascended it and leveled it to level 90. With the remaining resin I decided to farm Veressa's boss material since I was done with the talent one, I think. And I didn't understand how to fight the boss. But later I found out how to fight it because it took me really long to fight it and I didn't understand why, but now I do. And you have to use pyro, I think, or something to make the boss because it's actually a dragon and you make it come out of its shell if you use pyro. I don't know. It was also time to claim my crystal fly trap and also use the parametric transformer. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!